Welcome back to First Things First. Antoine Walker's back with us, gearing up for the big game tonight. Getting excited. It's been a great season.
Yeah, I'm excited about it.
Really been a drama, soap operatic season, would you not say, in the NBA this year?
Very much so. But the 4 teams we thought were going to be, in the East and West were there, and the 2 teams we thought would be in the finals are there. So
we could have just skipped the whole
season. We could have skipped the whole thing.
And I'll meet you in June next year. Hey, if you're a fan of the same 2 teams, as Antoine said, playing 4 straight times, then this year's NBA Finals is for you. Cavs and Warriors tip off tonight for the 4th straight year. And while the bulk of the Warriors remain the same from years past, the Cavs team is clearly not as deep, not as talented as the last few years. But Cleveland still has LeBron James, and LeBron James has proven he can single-handedly win games. Also, he kind of likes this challenge.
Listen, Golden State is one of the best teams I've ever played. It's one of the best teams that's ever been assembled. And then they added Kevin Durant. So what does that do to him? It even makes him even more dangerous and even more powerful and great. And and it's just it's for me as a competitor, it's fun. It's truly fun, and to know when I'm done playing a game of basketball, to know I played against some of the greatest teams I ever played, ever been assembled, and this is one of them.
All right, Antoine, besides have fun, which LeBron is very excited about, because that's probably all it's going to take, what do the Cavs need to do to have any chance in Game 1 tonight? Can you break down, even specifically, something they can do to give themselves a shot?
One, you got to try to win this Game 1. I think this first game tonight is so important. LeBron James has to be aggressive. We saw in the past throughout this playoffs, the first game, he hasn't been a dominant player in the first game, and it takes a while for him to get going. Usually wastes the game, too. He has to be aggressive. I'm looking for like a 35-shot night from him. Maybe
35 shots.
Yeah, you got to be aggressive off the bat. He cannot wait, afford to wait on these guys to come. They got to just come as he gets going. They got to hope they come along, and then obviously you're gonna have to get multiple guys in double figures. I'm not saying you got to have 20, but he needs J.R. Smith. He can't have Goosehead. You got to have 10 or 15 from him. George Hill needs 10 or 15 from him. What if Kevin Love doesn't play? So you're gonna need 2 to 3 other guys in double figures and control the pace of the game. LeBron James has to control it. This is a 45-minute to 48-minute game that he's going to play. You don't play again this Sunday. I'm going all out, try to steal Game 1. Andre Iguodala's not playing, a guy who's defended me throughout the series and has some success. But, LeBron numbers have been unbelievable in the finals. So I don't know how much success you want to call it. But he's had some success guarding. So now you force Draymond Green, guy you can get in foul trouble, Kevin Durant's going to have to play some D. And then they got to even go down their bench and play Jordan Bell on LeBron. Those will probably be
if you get them in foul trouble. Yep.
They got to go down. So they're going to miss Andre Iguodala in that sense. But if I'm LeBron James, I'm trying to get 45 to 50 points tonight.
So here's that is, by the way, LeBron's either going to have 40-plus or mid-30s with a triple-double. Like, that is for the Cavs to compete. That's the talent discrepancy. When you're talking about guys for the Cavs contributing, here is something that I don't know why no one has mentioned, but it needs to be discussed. The most reliable supporting cast member for LeBron these playoffs has been Kyle Korver. The Cavs deemed Kyle Korver unplayable in last year's NBA Finals. He barely got off the bench because they thought against this Warriors team there was nowhere to hide him defensively. Korver getting a year older didn't make him a better defensive player, but now they have to play him, right? Like, they got no choice but to play Kyle Korver. So are they able to play Kyle Korver, or even if he's hitting shots, is he giving up as many points on the other end? You said we don't know if Kevin Love's playing. They obviously need Kevin Love to play, but the most important thing I think you said was control the pace. We saw a bit of a blueprint under man. Driving kick as the shot clock's expiring.
Jen, I like the question, and I like how you said specifically, how would they win game number 1? There'll be a few things that would have to happen. The number one thing that has to happen, especially early, is they got to turn them over. They got to create between 16 to 20 turnovers. Now, we know Golden State can be a little careless with the basketball, especially early in the games. One of the things that Houston took advantage of. The other thing is, Antoine, man, you got to make this ugly. When you got a team that has more talent than me, this is what I got to do. I got to bloody your nose, Nick. I got to play basketball the way I play basketball.
Park,
Nick. Yeah, Nick. And Nick's like,
people in the face.
I got to be on your team, Chris, because you're a little too physical for me. And when you are down in talent, when you are down, because you can't put on the board as a coach, you can't put luck. Hey, guys, this is what we're going to rely on tonight. Luck. No, you got to turn them over. You got to make the game ugly. You got to get in their face. You got to potentially get a technical, potentially have someone kicked out of the game, because that's the way when you don't have the talent of the other people. The other thing, Nick, is I got to disagree with you on the running part. There's two instances where I want the Cavs to run, and only those two. If you turn them over,
yes, agree.
Run the ball. And if you run, and also if there are certain opportunities during the game where LeBron rebounds the ball, I want LeBron to go on the fast break. If he don't have the numbers, then to pull it out, because Golden State is a top 5 defensive team.
I think, we're talking about the offense and need other guys to step up to help LeBron scoring. But the other thing we got to talk about is defensively. This is not the same team in the past years of Cleveland. They've had some other guys that play defense. I think about being able to go small and play Richard Jefferson the last couple of years. Amon Shumpert, been on the team, being able to play a guy like that. Even with Matthew Dellavedova, he was a defensive guy. So they've had other guys in years past to defend. This team, you got to worry about, are you going to take a page out of Houston book? If I'm T. Lue, I'm switching everything, 1 through 5. I'm going to take a page out of it. I'm not going to try to show in the high pick and roll and get back. And I'm going to switch everything and force them to go one-on-one, take them out their normal rhythm of pass and everything. So you got to do something different that they haven't seen before from Cleveland.
Are we all just assuming that LeBron's going to have to play all the minutes, all the games in this series? Is that possible?
Listen, you mentioned it, right? They have 2 days off between every game except for games 3 and 4. So he's got to play, what would you say, 45 minutes a night?
Oh, without question. You need him on the floor, even if he's a decoy. I mean, you're going to have him on the floor. Now, T. Lue's going to have to go down his bench, and there's a reason why you got these young guys. Are you confident in playing Larry Nance, Jordan Clarkson, and Rodney Hood, a guy you went away from? You may have to play him. He's had success playing against Western Conference teams. He knows how to play against them. You may have to play him over Kyle Korver, because he may give you a little bit more defensively. So you gotta be creative. And I like the fact what CeCe said about making it physical. Who's going to step up and
Hoon it up?
Yeah, Tristan Thompson. Get into it with Draymond Green.
Yes.
Why not? See if you can get him out of control. Get into it with Kevin Durant.
Start Kendrick Perkins. Have him just punch somebody.
But the biggest mismatch of the series is Kevin Durant. Cleveland don't have enough bodies. Last year they was able, in the year before, put Richard Jefferson, give LeBron a little bit of a break where he didn't have to guard him. They have nobody on their roster that they can put besides Jeff Green.
They traded for Jay Crowder for that purpose, and Jay Crowder's not on the team anymore.
Antoine, thank you so much. We'll see you back here tomorrow, right?
Yes.
Take a break. More First Things First right after